Hello, everybody. SlimKirby here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the next game draw of the GBACE series. That's right, it's been 2.5 months. This batch admittedly took a lot longer than what I expected it would take, but to be fair, I did have the second longest game of the challenge. I did have a 2-week vacation, and I was also trying to figure out some other details of, streaming changes I wanted to make, so there was a lot that happened in between, the last game draw and this one, but we are here, and we are ready to get the next game selected. But before we do, as usual, I know that I was just talking about how long this batch took, but at the same time, talking about it shouldn't take as long as, actually doing it. But these were the games that we had for this last batch. As usual, we're going to very quickly kind of go through it and just kind of talk about the stuff we experienced and how we feel about all that stuff now that we are finally through it. I might turn down the game volume, I think. Let's just a little bit, though. Only because it looked like it was matching my volume pretty closely, so just want to make sure that my volume is good. Okay, so let's go over the batch we just went over, game by game. Like I said, shouldn't take too long. We started this batch with a licensed movie game. We had Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. This game was terrible. Honestly, this... not the most, annoying experience of this batch. But this, honestly, I think was the worst game of this batch, just because it was just nothing. It was a less than 1 hour game. It just didn't have anything really great going for it. It had elements of pet care or horse care, which, kind of a sore subject for other games in this challenge. It was just not good. It wasn't good. I still think Pet Resort Paws and Claws was worse than this, but yeah, it was not good. Yeah, this is the only game I gave an F to. At least of the other games, I gave at least Ds. So yeah, this game wasn't great. Second game that we have for this batch. This was a very new experience for not just me, but just the Game Boy Advance challengers in general. We had Rebel Star Tactical Command, which is now the second longest game of this series. It's an RTS game, kind of XCOM styled, and it was okay. Definitely a lot of mechanics I didn't really care for sure. But, once you kind of get to a point where it's like you're making progress and you know what you're doing, it can be fun. It can be addictive. Ruby MVP. Yep, that is something that was a big meme. Ruby was like an awesome character, and she kicked ass every time we had her and used her. It also has the game epilogue mission, which just doesn't work for some reason. But yeah, I was happy that we got through this game. It was tough, had some weird nuances, but it was fun. Definitely the longest game, not just in terms of game time, but I was on this game for 4 weeks. It felt like. Looks more like it was a week, 3 weeks, but still, it was a long game, a long playthrough. But yeah, that was the second game we did. We have another licensed movie game for our third one. We had Over the Hedge, Over the Hedge was okay. Very repetitive. Basically had to do the same thing a number of times, even for like certain levels where it's that they had to repeat like the same mission structure like multiple times because you had to grind for like collectibles and stuff. But it had some good ideas with it, but I wouldn't say it was like amazing by any stretch. I think I gave it a C. But it was okay. I've played much worse for the challenge. Over the padding, yeah. I was definitely over the padding of the game after a while, that's for sure. Oh, excuse me. I saw Ringer say something earlier about protein bars, and yeah, I did have a protein bar right before I started. The next game was a game that I was not looking forward to in the least bit, but funnily enough, it wasn't actually the worst game of this batch. Paws and Claws Pet Vet, the second of the Paws and Claws series. Pet Resort, I think, is still the #1 worst game of this challenge. This game was a little better. It had definitely some more interesting mechanics, and it felt like you were doing more throughout the day, which made it a little more bearable. It still only had one song, but the song was like better than the Pet Resort song. And you know, it had a lot of things that were broken, things that could have been fixed and more engaging, but it was at least better than Pet Resort. This game was something, yeah. Definitely took more of like a perform procedures on animals, not just pet care. Although pet care was still an important part of it, though. Moritz staring. Yeah, Moritz is staring at us with his bunny eyes over there. They also removed the turtles for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Poor turtles. We missed the turtles. Okay, next game was Game 75, another movie-based game. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This game was, again, it was okay. Some levels kind of overstayed their welcome, but for what it wasn't too bad. I'd say it was probably the third best game of this particular batch. The only thing I remember about this one is, like, missing 100% by, like, one collectible. And it was only because I couldn't go back for it. So that was annoying. Really? The turtles weren't in North America, Paws and Claws? That is interesting. Huh. Wow then. I did not know that. I mean, I didn't play the North American route, so yeah, that's why I wouldn't know that, but I'm surprised that they actually removed those then, but it is what it is. But yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it was alright. Don't really have much to say about it. There was not really a lot that really blew me away about this batch. I mean, even Rebel Star was just really long. But, like, I wouldn't say there was anything that really blew me away of this batch until, like, the end of it, so we're gonna keep on moving, because next we had Street Fighter... oh my god. Street Fighter Alpha 3. The game where I proceeded to take 1 hour to get to the final boss of the game, and then spent 3 hours on that final boss. M. Bison was a chore in this game, and it took a lot of patience and a lot of just trying to get better at a genre that I really, really suck at to get through this one. This was easily the hardest experience for me. I think this was the first game I gave a 5 to. Yeah, I gave it a 5. I honestly felt like I got lucky in the final boss. That final boss was so freaking hard. Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough one for sure. But, you know, it's not my genre, so when I do the summary video, I'm going to try to be a little more kind to the game. Because I think overall, like, quality-wise, it was still better than Mortal Kombat Advance. But, yeah, I really, really struggled with this one. But hey, we got through it. Next, we hit the lanes with some 10 Pin Alley 2. Our first bowling game of the challenge, and it was okay. Very basic, very bare bones, not a lot of content here. Found out that 2 of the GBA challengers that played this game didn't even technically get the win condition. But hey, it was cool to figure out that there was one. But you know, I've played better bowling games. Wii Sports Bowling will always be the GOAT. But, you know, it was okay. It was serviceable. Saw this VOD later, and Sarge, best character for the Rage. yeah, Sarge was good. It also had Rad Gravity. Rad Gravity was just a character in this game. For those who've played the Adventures of Rad Gravity on the NES. All 2 of you, which is basically just me and Odin in this chat right now, probably. Okay, just 3 games left. We had another kind of pet sim game. We had Pocket Dogs 2. This game was interesting. Probably the best pet sim that I'd played so far. But I wouldn't say it was, like, amazing. You basically just talk to a dog for a long time. There's some mini games you can play. Still trying to figure out what to say about the win condition for this one. There's a couple of different things you could go for, but, you know, I did a lot with just one dog, so I was pretty satisfied with it. Had a lot of slide puzzles we figured out. Pocket Dogs 2? Ooh, Pocket Dogs 2. Let's not give them any ideas, though. Solving side puzzles to a 5-second loop for 3 hours. Yeah, really, that's kind of what happened. What now, wasn't it? But it was okay. Not amazing. Would not play again, but it was at least, like, more interesting than the other pet sim games we played. Now, one game that really kind of caught me off guard was this one, Bookworm. Ended up playing this for 11 hours, and I honestly probably didn't even need to, but I had fun with it. Had a lot of fun in chat, making words and making memes out of those words. Audience participation really, really increased the enjoyment of this one for sure. So yeah, played 11 hours, but hey, it was a good 11 hours, and honestly, I have a new kind of fun puzzle game I can play now. Yeah, it was a sleep savior of this batch, definitely. And probably my favorite game of this batch, easily. And then we actually just finished playing another game. We finished playing this one, FIFA Soccer 2003. Yeah, this game was pretty good. The best, I think, just regulation sports game we've played so far for this challenge. It controlled very well. Didn't really have too many frustrations. MVP Scholes literally got 30 goals throughout the entire tournament. We'll give a shout out to Van Nosselring or whatever his name was. Yeah, so Scholes with the Magic Souls. So yeah, we ended this batch on a much better note than what we started it on, that's for sure. We got 2 good games to round it out, and I'm glad that we had those 2 games. So yeah, that was this batch. Hope you guys enjoyed, and look forward to seeing what the next batch is. But before we do, just for fun, because in my Discord server, I'm only going to show one of these, because I'm sure a lot of people want to get to the actual action. But some of the people in my Discord server actually made bingo cards for this, and I'm going to actually choose a bingo card to look at for this, just for fun. And also because they're actually here in the chat right now. Maybe I'll do this for... if people continue doing this, maybe I'll just take a look at them. But... might have to resize this, but that's fine. Actually, let me do a different image, because I don't want to mess up the proportions with the box arts. This bingo card was made by Mars Rover in chat. So we'll come back and see how this bingo card actually did. So, basically, we're going to be, basically, for those who don't know how, I'm sure everyone knows how bingo works. Try to get, basically, 5 in a row. Every time you meet a condition, you mark it out, everything. So, you know, there's anime hamsters, which I assume is Hamtaro. Back to the pet mines. Some more pet sims. There's a game called XXX, which there is, actually. It's Wario time. Got some Wario games we could get. The effing Sponge. What the Puck, I'm guessing, is hockey. Sponge is SpongeBob. Lost Sony mascot. We still have not gotten a Crash or Spyro game yet. Lego My Lego, so I'm guessing Lego games. It's a Gundam game. Driving a Corvette in the game Corvette. Goofy Puzzler. Riviera Promised Land, the free shoddy license platformer. It's a chiseled it football game. Children's Egyptian card game. Series that's already ending. I'm guessing that's like a game series that I have to do where it's like you only have like one game left of it or something. Mega Man's No Zero, which I'm guessing is not the Mega Man Zero game. What? What's what? It's a mister and he's got a decent pair of pants. We're learning. The one game that starts with the letter Q. Cartoons, Friday's not included. A game I actually own. It's a Mii Advance and surprised Pikachu face for Pokemon. Pretty good card, Mars. Pretty good card. I had a laugh when I saw this, because, yeah, just... Good humor there. Okay, guys, well, here's a site for sore eyes, a site we've not seen in a while. Also, did the music stop? I think the music stopped. Oh, no, there it is. I just happened to look at the volume meter when it was, like, not playing anything. Guys, it's the wheel. Got a big old wheel to choose games from. Actually, hold on just a sec. There is one thing I have to do. I'm still here, though. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Can I bring it back? Okay, so here's the wheel, guys. Basically how this works, for those who might be new here, every time I complete 10 games, I basically draw the next 10 games. I draw them just by putting all the games into the actual list here. And, yeah, we just shuffle it a few times. Then I click to spin, whatever it lands on. That is a game we're going to be playing in the next batch of games. A few things to note about this process. Games are done progressively, so you'll see a couple games, like next Harry Potter game, next Hamtaro game, stuff like that. Whenever you see that, that means that I play those games in a very specific order. Usually if it's like a numbered series, or if it's a by release date, stuff of that nature. It's not the case for all of these, but, you know, it will be for the case for some of them. Also, there are alternates. Alternates are basically chosen so that if a game doesn't work, I can just bring up one of the alternates instead, and that will be part of the list instead. If we don't end up using the alternates, basically, if you are an alternate, you get one extra name into the pool whenever I draw games. So there's a number of games that actually have that status. So in addition to all the games that we've not had yet, we have also an additional entry for Land Before Time, Road Rash Jailbreak, Backyard Basketball, Hot Wheels, Magical Quest, Super Robot Wars, High Heat Major League Baseball, Final Fantasy, Konami Collector's Series, Teen Titans, Hot Potato, Poya Pop, Mega Man Battle Network, Duel Masters, Scooby-Doo, Barbie Movie Game, Alex Rider, Stormbreaker, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Additional entries. Really bumping up that Yu-Gi-Oh! Percentage. Fairly Odd Parents, Gunstar Superheroes, and Iridion, or whatever that game is called. So, that will basically give us 888 spins in the wheel. So, or 888 things on the wheel. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got. So guys, who is ready for the spinning wheel? I am, though, so we're going to do it. We're going to invoke Puyo Puyo in there. We're finally going to get Pokemon. Yeah, DKC will definitely be played in order. Yeah, Odin, this is the first one you're here for, so yeah, I'm glad you're here to see this. Okay, well, this is the 9th batch of games we're drawing, so we'll click shuffle 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guys, let's do it. Let's spin that wheel for game 81. Our first game of this batch is going to be Ultimate Arcade Games. That's a very, very basic game. I don't know what to expect with that. Okay, well, give me moments to fix this up. Oh, don't say oh boy. Bread, do not say oh boy. See, Bread is a GBA challenger, so when I see him say something like that, that has me worried. Okay. That's ominous. I mean, it's not going to be as long as Activision Anthology, because I'm sure there's going to be less games involved. Because Activision Anthology is, yeah, it's like 50 games. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's going to have 12 games, though. Well, we'll figure it out when we get to it. I might still start with this one no matter what, just to get a feel for what it is, and if it's, like, going to be kind of similar to Activision, I might just, like, do another game alongside of it, just to have something else going on. Okay, well, that's our first game, Ultimate Arcade Games. Interesting lead-in to this. So we're going to remove that from the list. I'll shuffle it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuffle 6 times that. Already 12, 10 games for this list. Yeah. Okay. Game number 82. Lego Island Extreme Stunts. Well, there's something on Mars's bingo card, that's for sure. Is it X or EX? EX, okay. Wonder if we'll get into see the brickster. Yeah, brick by brick, no matter how thick. Okay. There is Lego Island 2, but that's not what we got. Kind of wish there was just Lego Island on the GBA, but no. 2 games you haven't played. Oh, wow. I'll have to see if, like, what's been played. Obviously, Ultimate Arcade Games has been played, but yeah. Okay, well, I think that's all I need to do. I write it down on my list. I green it on this meter. I think that's all I have to do. Okay, well, let's move on. Next game. Okay, so 2 games that Brett hasn't done. So 1, 2. Game 83. What do we got? Next Monster Trucks game. Apparently there's multiple. So there's 3 games. There's Monster Truck Madness, Monster Trucks Mayhem, and Monster Trucks. Yet Monster Trucks is the 3rd. I have a feeling like maybe these are not the same series. On this list, the first one I have is Monster Truck Madness. I'm gonna turn the volume of the music up a little bit. Monster Truck Madness is a different series. The other 2 go together. So is it Monster Trucks, then Monster Trucks Mayhem? Is that the order then for those 2? Because I can fix that. I have all 3 of them together, but I have Monster Trucks last for some reason. I can do that. I don't know what the order is, but I played them in that order. We'll just do Monster Trucks first, then. See, I think it's just called Monster Trucks. Really interesting list so far. 3 games that aren't like... They're just kind of like, oh hey, it's a game with these things in it. I don't know. Like, but I'll just do this. Okay, it's not going to have any sort of... Then, yeah, it probably doesn't matter then. I'll just do it in the way I said, so it'll be Monster Trucks. What's the other game called? Monster Truck Map. Okay, I need to add that into the thing because it's going to remove it. Give me just a minute. Shuffle. Won't count. Okay, game 84. Galador, Defenders of the Outer Dimension. Don't know what that is. But really, would anybody at this point? That sounds like something you'd see on Cartoon Network at like 4 a.m. Yeah. I don't know, couldn't it be in like a Rebel Star situation, so... Oh, it was on Fox Kids? Okay, so it is actually like a licensed thing. Oh, it was on Adult Swim too? Or... I don't know. You're already close to a bingo? How? Okay. Oh, you're making a joke. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. Okay, well, let's get Galador out of here. Okay. Game 85. Next game I won't shuffle, just for fun. You counted that as a what? Okay. Oh, we got more football. NFL Blitz. The other football series. Looks like there's 2 games. Looks like it's NFL Blitz 2002. Oh boy. Oh god, I don't like that Eevee face. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can turn the music up a little bit, because I can barely hear it myself. Just a little bit. So I don't want to be overpowered. I mean, I know there's going to be draws like this where we don't really get anything super exciting, but I just hope for the next one we get something. If we get something huge in the next batch, I might just make that game 100 just to, you know, do that. Okay. So yeah, we'll see how Blitz does when we get to it. Okay, not gonna shuffle. We're just gonna go ahead and spin again for game 86. Let's see, we got... There it is! The first of the Battle Network games. Even though I keep hearing from people that the first one's actually kind of terrible. Okay, Mega Man Battle Network. Finally, it took 86 games before it was finally chosen. It's kind of funny. I have this on the same line as the Capcom game from last line. 'Cause this, 76 was where I had Street Fighter 3 Alpha, or Alpha 3. $16 Mega Man games. I do not have the Legacy Collection. I'm surprised Yu-Gi-Oh! Still hasn't been picked yet, but that means we're probably going to get it right here. Okay. There's honestly not a lot of Pokemon on GBA. I mean, there's a decent amount, but like, it's really just the 5 mainline games with all their versions, and then Mystery Dungeon and Pinball. I think that's it. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Hey, Pokemon. Okay, so this game is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2 Bush Rescue. Apparently they didn't put the first one on here. Hold on, I need to see this game name. Does this count as a Sony mascot? I don't know. What game is this song from? I can check. F-Zero Maximum Velocity is what this is saying. Okay. So there's only 2 Tasmanian Tigers games, so 1, 2... Game 88. Dun 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 dun. James Bond. Here we go. Yeah, those are the 3. So there are 2 007 games. Looks like Nightfire is the game. So 007 Nightfire. Damn it. Every time I see that Eevee emote, Bread, getting me worried. So to get bingo, I needed a game I own, and XXX. I don't think I'm getting it. Probably not. Probably not, Mars. Probably not. Okay, 007. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Game 89. Denki Blocks. That sounds like a puzzle game, so that could be your goofy puzzle game, Mars. Sure. God, are we already at the end? Like, this is already the last game we're picking for? It's kind of a shame. Okay, well. Game number 10. Let's shuffle 10 times. Yeah, we have the backups too, obviously, but... that's up to you, Mars. If you want to bingo for the backups, go for it. I'm not gonna complain. Freak style! We definitely have some what are these games in this batch, that's for sure. Okay, well. Oh, it's a motocross racer. Interesting. He got one square. Okay, well. Here is our... Well, I have to... Because we had some long names this time, believe it or not. Okay, this is what we have. We have Ultimate Arcade Games, Lego Island Extreme Stunts, Monster Trucks, Galador Defenders of the Outer Dimension, NFL Blitz 2002, Mega Man Battle Network, probably the only big name on here, aside from, like, NFL Blitz, I guess. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2, Bush Rescue, 007 Nightfire, Denki Blocks, and Freak Style. Oh, I don't know why that says 80. Maybe I just forgot to change that to a 9. That's probably what it is. There we go. Okay, so yeah, these are the next 10 games. But, as always, I am going to draw 3 backup games. The 3 alternates that I can use if I absolutely need them. I'm not going to go too in-depth here. I'll just do, like, 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of them you did not like, and 1 of them you almost did not like. Okay. Yeah, rigging backups for Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, if we keep getting Yu-Gi-Oh! In the reserves, that's only going to improve its chances in the actual main list. So, just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to just draw these immediately. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about them. Oh wait, the wheel's not on? Oh shoot, sorry. Oh, we didn't miss much, just CT Special Forces. Okay. Apparently there's 2 of these games. Oh yeah, I can take the Mega Man game out of the reserves now too, because we got it. Okay. Let's just go back and we're just gonna spin the wheel immediately. There are 3 if you live in Europe. Well, I don't, so there you go. Go, brats. It's a Bobo Core game. There's actually 5 Bratz games. It'd be just the one called Bratz, I guess. Okay. And the last alternate. The next M&M's game. Which is M&M's Blast. Okay, well guys, that is the wheel. That is the next batch of games we have. Right here. Finally got Mega Man Battle Network. Still have not gotten Yu-Gi-Oh! I think for the next batch, like, I'll make Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, game 100 if we get one. And we don't get, like, another popular game. Like, we'll consider that the big game, because, again, it's impressive we haven't gotten Yu-Gi-Oh! Yet. This is certainly a batch. We got some action racing, maybe a puzzle game, some platformers, some sports, a little bit of I don't want to say a little bit of everything, but, you know. Battle Network, man. Cope, never... Shut up, Marsh. Shut up. That was actually something I said earlier in my server. Cope never happening. Funny. Okay, well, before we go, let me just look at this really quick, because I'm curious. I'm curious of playtime from other GBA challengers. Let's see if we have any, like, games we're figuring out from scratch here. Let's see, where is my list? Okay, unbeaten games. Freakstyle has not been beaten. Actually, let me use this, because maybe people haven't put something on there. Okay, yeah, Freakstyle hasn't been beaten. Oh, Denki Blocks has been beaten by 2 people, and kind of a long in quotes. Guess depends on your definition of long. It's no FIFA, but it's also not the 11 hours of Bookworm that I did, but we'll see. Depends on how much I play it. That's how it's listed, Harsh. That's how it's listed, actually. Believe it or not. Let me check if it is. Maybe it's just listed that way on the site. I got it. I'll fix it anyway. I think it should be just 2002. You're probably right. Whatever. Okay, Nightfire. A couple of people have beat Nightfire, including Bread. That could be a decently, like... It'll take more than a stream. I'll use that as an indicator. If I can beat it in a single stream, or it might take multiple. That will probably take multiple. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. That might take only 1 stream. Now, I think Mega Man Battle Network will probably take more than 1 stream. Yes, it definitely will. NFL Blitz might take more than 1, may not. Some Girl has played Galador, so that has been played. Monster Trucks. Oh, Monster Trucks should be a really short one, according to this. I'm not seeing Lego Island Extreme Stunts on here. Maybe it's just called Island. Yeah, okay, there, yeah. It's just called Island Extreme Stunts. But it's a Lego game. I'll fix that. I am looking at the box art and it does have it listed like this. As far as this game, that one might take a whole stream. Maybe more. Oh god, we'll have to see about that arcade game compilation because, if some girl is the absolute beast that, Bread said she was, then, yeah, we got a mountain. I'll go ahead and say it right now. They're listed as a 26-hour playthrough for that. Okay, I'll do this. I think Friday I'll still do it. We'll analyze it, and then I'll decide how I want to handle it moving forward. That's probably the best thing I can do. But yeah, that's going to be probably a huge one. Wow, and there's no win condition listed on the site either, so... So yeah, Freakstyle's the only game that hasn't been beaten by anybody yet. Galador doesn't have a condition either. NFL Blitz, win Super Bowl in season mode. I love the win condition. Win the Super Bowl in season mode to see a sexy cheerleader photo as a congrats. Okay then. Beat the game. I think I said tie was also beat the game. I'll start wrapping up here shortly, guys. Okay. Well, guys, that is gonna do it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys Friday for some Ultimate Arcade games, huh? Okay, well let's go to see who's streaming. Doesn't Sizz usually stream? Oh yeah, I'm doing Mario on Thursday. I'm just saying the next Twitch stream. That's what I meant. Okay, we'll wait for Sizz to go live. Oh yeah, he literally just posted a notification somewhere. Yep, there he is. We're gonna definitely raise Sizz then, because Sizz is cool. Okay guys, well I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here. Next stream will be on YouTube at 2 p.m. on Thursday. Gonna be doing more of the Mario Mon ROM hack I've been working on. And then Friday, as you can see on this list right here, we're going to be starting the next batch of GBACE games with Ultimate Arcade Games, a game that'll probably take a couple of streams, definitely. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out. It's been fun. Oh man, we're leaving on Grit's theme? SC holes. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your evening, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Later, folks.